Creative Brain Candy by creators for creators.
What the?
I thought you said this was a forward operating base.
I thought it was.
No, this isn't a military operation. This is a lab. We need to get into the system and figure out what's going on.
What about the reactor?
Do it!
I don't like this.
Pardon me.
Replicated the results of the subsequent trials, which also resulted in catastrophic failure. There were promising effects for an entire fortnight, but then, sadly, the body rejected the blood. I highly doubt we'll find a donor with a higher M count, though. I recommend that we suspend all experimentation. I fear that the volunteer will meet the same regrettable fate if we proceed with the transfusion. Unfortunately, we have exhausted our initial supply of blood. The child is small, and I was only able to harvest a limited amount without killing him. If these experiments are to continue as requested, we would again require access to the donor. I will not disappoint you again, Moff Gideon.
This must be an old transmission. Moff Gideon is dead.
No. This recording's 3 days old.
If Gideon's alive, then...
Welcome to Smoking and Drinking in Space. This is a sci-fi podcast from a couple guys who think they know sci-fi. And this week, we continue the adventures of Don Quixote and Pancho as we head back to Navarro because Jeebus knows we haven't seen enough of that planet, while we wonder if Favreau knows what the word siege means as we discuss Season 2, Episode 4 of The Mandalorian. It's Chapter 12, The Siege. But first, he's the Imperial officer who thinks the best way to encrypt information is to shoot it. To my Imperial officer who likes to say obvious things so the audience knows what's going on, it's James. How are you doing, James?
We're doing the intro to the show right now.
No, I'm the one who says the obvious things. You just shoot shit.
Oh, well, yeah, then I'm even more okay with your opening so far. I mean, as long as the next part has fudge round in it, this may be the greatest show ever.
Oh, close, but no fudge round. But he is the blue fish guy who inks himself when he gets anxious. It's Rob. How are you doing, Rob?
First off, I never saw any ink. Now I saw some dust coming out of them, but no ink.
That's an old Red reference, but thanks.
Yeah, I know. But
God,
and on that terrible disappointment, James, you got any news around CBC this week?
No,
Why do you make everything fucking terrible, Rob? Like, I don't even understand. Like, you're supposed to be a fudge rounds are fun and they make you feel good on the inside and they give you the beatus unless you already have the beatus. And then apparently you just eat them willy nilly. Cause I guess, who cares? Yeah. News around, CBC. The big thing that I really want to say is that on December 19th, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Bad Gamer crew over at Bad Gamers Anonymous, the podcast by Bad Gamers for Bad Gamers, is giving out their yearly awards called the Crowleys. So tune in. It'll be where's it going to be live at, Jason?
It will be live on creativebraincandy.com. No, it'll be either live on YouTube or Twitch. We're still determining which platform we're going to be streaming live on.
Yeah, there you go. So look for awards like, Game of the Year, Best Voice Actor, Worst Voice Actor, Worst Game of the Year, the Fudge Round Award. I don't know. I'm going to have a Fudge Round Award. I may have a Fudge Round while we record this. So look forward to that. Everybody, head on over to either Twitch or YouTube. We'll let you know as soon as we do. December 19th, just in time for Christmas. It's the Christmas present for the bad gamer in your life. And as always, it'll be hosted by Kat and Cameron and Aaron. So, sorry,
but not
With a-
sorry.
With a U?
And an A.
And an extra E.
There you go. So that's the big news over at Creative Brain Candy. Let's go over to Rob and news. Rob, what's news going on in the world?
You got any news for us this week?
I do. Let's start with Let's start with Wonder Woman. Yeah, it's coming out Christmas Day in the theaters and HBO Max.
Max. So I get to watch it for free.
So I'm going to need your login credentials, Jason, on Christmas Day.
Request denied.
No, it's okay. I'll take them.
Request denied.
It's too bad. All right, well, guess I'm going to the theater and then going over to Jason's house.
Enjoy that
giving him
tangy
Corona.
zip of COVID on your popcorn.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're getting it too.
Wait, you have the Rona?
No, I'm going to the theater so I can get the Rona because Jason won't give me his login credentials. Where have you been? I think we broke James. Moving on. Let's see.
Yeah, I got it. I don't know what you want me to do with it.
Nothing at all. I've got some bad news, everybody. The giant telescope observatory in Puerto Rico is getting demolished. The Arecibo Observatory sustained some damage earlier in the year when a cable snapped and shit fell down. And so they're going to be demolishing it, which kind of sucks because if for those that don't know, it was made famous by none other than
the movie Contact.
No, not Contact.
No?
No. What was that one with Charlie Sheen in it?
Oh, Arrival.
Arrival, yes. It was made famous by Arrival. Thank you, Jason.
I don't know that it was made famous by Arrival.
It was made famous by Arrival, not by Contact, and certainly not by GoldenEye when he went sliding down the dish. It was by Arrival with Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, I'm sure
Excellent
that's
movie.
what most
You should
people
watch
know.
it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the idea of
yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I do it from.
Well, every time I think Arecibo, I think Arrival. Yeah, with Charlie Sheen.
You should. Actually, every time I think of Arecibo, I think of placebos.
What?
Huh?
Yeah, I don't know. Moving on. What else you got for us this week?
Hey, so Sony and Disney have come together again. And they decided to finally release Chaos Walking. For those that don't know, that stars Spider-Man and Rey in some sort of strange sci-fi movie.
Wait, is this really a Disney-Sony collaboration?
No,
oh, God.
I just figured I'd use, Spider-Man and Rey in my news article. But yeah, it stars Tom Holland and Daisy Ridley. Basically, it's in the future, and there are no females, and the males project their thoughts and feelings as swirlies above their head for everybody to see.
This sounds like an awful movie.
Yeah.
Well, it probably is seen as...
Who wrote this?
I don't know, but it does.
Dave Filoni?
Maybe. Does it really matter? I mean, it finished shooting back in 2017.
Oh my God. They've been editing it for 3 years.
They had to do a few.
Fuck?
They had to do some reshoots.
Was Dave Filoni editing on this?
Yeah. Well, okay, maybe it wasn't done in 2017. It was announced in 2017, October.
Did you read the article before you came on?
No, he never does.
Okay. I want to make sure that new listeners understand that Fudge Round doesn't actually he picks articles based on headlines.
Okay.
That's all you do.
Hey, listen, coaches. I just want to let you know that we talked about this particular
I remember
movie
talking about it a while back.
years ago. It was like 4, 5, 6 years ago.
None of that sounds accurate.
Yeah, I don't think it was that long ago, but
Well, it felt that long ago. Anyway, so it was first reported back in 2017 of October. It was slated for a March release of 2019. Yeah, that didn't happen because it sucked and didn't test well.
It sounds like this movie's going to suck anyway. So the premise is that there's no women, right?
There's no women.
Okay.
There
And the only woman is Daisy Ridley.
Yeah, she fell from the sky.
Okay, so here, like,
wait, what?
I don't know. I hate to disappoint. Did she land and go? My name's Ray Skywalker.
No,
And then,
she landed.
did Tom Holland go?
No.
Wait.
Okay,
and
finish,
then did Tom Holland go? Oh, I see. We're using our fake names.
No, it didn't go like that. It went like Tom Holland saw her and went, "Are you an angel?" And she's like, "What?" And he goes, "Well, you fell from the sky, so you must be an angel."
Yeah, okay,
that's not how that fucking line goes.
I know, but it was
butchered
close
that. No, God.
Look, she didn't fall from heaven. Because she looks
look.
like shit in this movie because she's got short hair.
So I hate to disappoint.
Go watch the damn official trailer.
Star Wars fanboys, as I do. You know that I hate to do that on this show. But Daisy Ridley as the last woman on Earth.
Yeah, it sounds like some fanfic.
I would probably, you know what? It's all right. Humanity's done. It was a good ride.
It's a good run. It was a good run. Let's.
I don't think I'll be planting any seeds in Daisy Ridley.
You wouldn't plant a seed in Daisy Ridley?
No.
Even if she was the last woman alive?
No, I wouldn't.
But you would in Tom Holland, right?
I'd go back. Tom Holland. Oh, yeah, baby. No, I'm just saying. I would go back to high school and just.
What if she says that she'll show you how she scissors?
Oh my God.
Through space.
How's she going to scissor? There's nobody else.
Well, she came from space, so I figured
Are there other women in space?
Maybe.
Is that
we don't
the premise?
Know. We
are
don't
they
know.
Scissoring through space? Are all the women in space scissoring, and all the guys are just left on Earth? Like,
wait, let me look here.
Is this Earth Boys Are Easy? Is this like a gender swapping remake?
Mm-hmm. It might be. Oh, it looks right here. It says that, and then later in the movie, Daisy Ridley scissors through space.
All right, well then I'm in. I'm all in. 100%.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Especially if she's scissoring through space with Ahsoka Tano or Cara Dune.
No. Cara Dune no longer is allowed to be on the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
She has to be replaced by Sasha Banks. So says cancel culture.
Right. Well, here's a piece of news that Rob wasn't going to get to, but is pertinent to our show.
Let's hear it.
Is that the rumored Cara Dune spinoff has been canceled by Disney.
I didn't know there was a rumored Cara Dune spinoff.
There wasn't.
That's the rumor. I mean, it's not like it was in pre-production or anything, but there was a rumor that there was a spinoff, and I don't know if it's true. And I don't care what Cara or what Gina Carano's fucking personal politics are. I don't care what anyone's personal politics are. There's a reason personal is in front of that word politics. I just don't give a shit. I don't care. She could say that she could go full fucking Alex Jones with a goddamn tinfoil hat and say frogs are making people gay. I don't care. I don't care. There's no reason to cancel her. If she has the talent to do what she's doing on television, then let her do it. And everybody shut the fuck up and stop trying to cancel people. I hate that. I hate that part of our society right now. I think that it's bullshit. And if what all this stuff that she said on Twitter actually cost her an opportunity for a show of her own on Disney Plus, then shame on Disney for giving into these folks, especially after they went and did all the bullshit they did with Mulan, filming next to concentration camps and shit. And like just being bullied by online idiots. Like this is, oh God, I can't right now. Just fuck, move on.
How about a pod crawl?
Yeah, what a way to lead us into a pod crawl. Let's do this.
We can call it, I don't know, say a pod crawl? The pod crawl! Pod crawl! Pod crawl! Pod crawl! Excellent! Insert it deep! Pod crawl! Kind of like a space suppository full of information.
Din is training Baby Yoda in the fine art of touching live wires as he tries to put the wheels back on the Razor Claw while it's flying down the road. Accepting defeat, he decides it's time to find a port and get proper repairs, so he heads back to the place where everyone knows his name. As he lands his hoopty, Kara and Chubbs are there to laugh at him, but Chubbs, being a bigwig now, promises to have his ride fixed up in no time. Like literally no time, since it shows up only a few hours later in showroom condition. Kara is now the law in this part of the planet, and Chubbs is the mayor, councilman, burgermeister, random guy in official-looking robes. Not sure which, but he still tells people what to do, and his first order of business is to tell a protocol droid to babysit Baby Yoda for the rest of the episode, because he has a quest for Din. Yep, that's right, it's another quest, but this one just happens to be plot-related, so progress? Anyway, there is an old forward Imperial base on the other side of the planet that they need to get rid of because it's haunted and bringing down property values. There's only a skeleton crew left, hence the hauntings, so it shouldn't be a big deal to overload the generator and blow the place up. After Din and crew break into the place, they make their way into the generator room without much trouble, and send the blue fish guy from the first season in to sabotage the generator, because maybe that's what he does? Unclear, but he manages to get it done, and they all make a hasty retreat. However, they have to take a detour that brings them to some goons shooting a control panel, which is never suspicious, so they kill those guys, and then go into Mystery Incorporated mode. They rip the mask off the base and find out it wasn't a forward outpost at all, it was Old Man Weathers. No, wait, it was a super secret lab where they were doing experiments with Baby Yoda's blood, and Gideon isn't pleased that they haven't made more progress. At this point, more stormtroopers arrive to move the episode along, and drive the group outside, where they have them trapped on a launch platform. Din pieces out and jets off to grab a macaroon-eating Baby Yoda, while Chubbs, Kara, and Bluegill fend for themselves. They steal an armored personnel carrier, and Evel Knievel off the launch pad, and down the canyon. Stormtroopers are dumb, so they take some speeder bikes to chase down a semi, and get blown up in short order. However, the Imperial pilots are a little brighter, and 4 TIE fighters launch to intercept Kara and crew. Chubbs takes one down, but it conveniently takes out his cannon as they come to an open field. It seems they are doomed, but a shiny new Razor Crest drops from the clouds in a halo of sunlight to shepherd his brothers and sisters through the Valley of Darkness as they are beset upon all sides by the tyranny of evil men. The Razor Crest out dogfights 3 TIE fighters in atmosphere and saves the day. Chubbs invites Din for a drink. Kara is propositioned by a Republic fighter jock, and rolled in heading to his next side quest. Credits.
All right. So if it weren't for those meddling fucking kids, the macaroon in space, like that's the low point of this episode for me. I don't know about you guys, but I sat there going, why are there macaroons in space?
I was, yeah.
I mean, macaroons are universal, maybe? I don't know.
No. If there's going to be a universal goddamn fucking cookie, it better be chocolate chip.
Hey, I agree. I mean, I like macaroons, but chocolate chip is the superior cookie.
It is. It is a universal cookie. And so for whoever wrote this fucking episode to throw in macaroons, like if we're going to bitch about something, let's bitch about that. And boys, you should probably go look in questionable choices and see the picture that I posted that is episode appropriate.
It's just spinning in circles for me.
Oh, yes, it is. Yeah, I saw that picture earlier. That is some Game of Thrones level fucking up right there.
You're talking about the dude poking out from the side in blue jeans.
So somebody on the production crew, if you missed this on social media, if somebody on the production crew got caught in the scene where Chubbs and Scissor Me and Mando are shooting stormtroopers in a hallway. And so that's what I'm just going to call her from now on, is Scissor Me. And you basically just see...
Well, we can make a doll, Scissor Me Kara.
Oh my God. I want the doll. Like
I'm working on it.
Yeah, work on that.
Yep.
So all you see is this half of a torso, somebody in blue jeans, a gray shirt, and he's got a wristwatch on. And so everyone is making fun of how Star Wars fandom will turn this guy somehow into canon.
Oh, they already have.
Yeah.
SP.
It's Admiral Jeff.
Yeah, SP posted in our general chat on Discord. His name is Admiral Jeff Blue Jeans.
Wow.
It's fucking hilarious.
Fucking Star Wars fans. This is why I hate the fandom. Like this and what they're doing to Gina Carano and everything that they've done.
I think this is actually one of the more endearing things that the fandom is doing. They're kind of taking it in stride and making fun of, I would say making light fun of, a production fuck up. And that's what this was. It was somebody either missed it or they didn't have enough time to edit it out, whatever.
I'm guessing that they just didn't have enough to edit it out and a reshoot was going to cost too much. So, when they put this out, they're just crossing their fingers going, God, I hope the most rabid fan base on the fucking planet that analyzes every goddamn scene of everything we ever put out doesn't
catch
notice fucking Admiral Jeff in blue jeans. Like,
oh yeah. I mean, it's not like,
didn't notice it.
They threw Starbucks underneath, Chubb's chair or whatever, or had a Dasani bottle.
I didn't notice it either. But doesn't that go to just how stupid this fan base is? Like, I didn't notice it. I enjoyed the episode. I thought it was an enjoyable episode. It had some issues, macaroons in space and whatnot, but it was a fun episode. It did move the plot along somewhat.
A little bit.
It was a little bit of a tease because it's like, oh, we're going to get Ahsoka. No, you're not. Like we said last week, we weren't getting Ahsoka. Right. So if you thought you were going to see Ahsoka in this episode.
I honestly didn't think we would, just due to the fact that, the ship was flying on fish spooge and
a prayer.
Wire. Yeah.
Fish spooge. How does here? Let me not to shift gears here, but I have so many questions. How does an organization that has crumbled from the top down still have spies?
I mean, as long as they have money, I guess they can have spies.
But they established in episode 1 that Imperial credits aren't worth nearly as much as they once were.
They're working on IOUs. I mean, you even heard the lady. Right. She said you will be rewarded when the new era comes.
Right, and well, that's actually pretty accurate, but kind of shitty. And why would you be a spy at this point? Because you're essentially risking your life for something that's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's pretty low risk, though. I mean, they're on Navarro. There's not a whole lot of, New Republic.
Which begs the question, why do you have a spy on a backworld fucking outer rim planet?
My guess is because they know that is the Mandalorians'
so they
base of operation.
They spent the credits they don't have to put a spy in place on the hope and prayer that the production team didn't want to visit a new planet.
Look. They also put a spy on Tatooine because that is the center of all.
Yeah, that's the center of the Star Wars universe right there.
Right.
Well,
according they were hedging their bets.
That's not true. According to Luke, Tatooine, if there's a bright, hot center of the universe, then Tatooine is the planet farthest from it.
Well, Luke wasn't very good at astrophysics.
And Luke didn't like...
He wasn't very good at anything,
Luke
to be honest
didn't like it.
It's kind of a shit Jedi. I mean, he was a shit Jedi.
Yeah.
I mean, he tried to kill his nephew.
When that spy showed up.
Sequel trilogy Luke was kind of shit, but Empire Luke was kind of shit. He fucking lost his arm. When Yoda's like, you can't go save your friends, so stay here and let's finish your trading. He's like,
he was young and impetuous.
I fought myself in a cave. It's fine. I get it. I understand everything about the Force. Don't worry about it, old man Yoda. I'm going to go fucking save my friend.
He was young and impetuous, and then he lost a hand.
He's a shit Jedi.
He's not a shit Jedi. He was young.
Jedi. In fact,
he was brash.
He lost to the Emperor and Darth Vader in a duel, and only because Darth Vader looked at his son and remembered, oh shit, I'm actually Anakin fucking Skywalker. I used to be emo and kind of cool, and I was fucking Padme. The fuck am I doing with following old man fucking wrinkles over here? And picked up the nutsack and threw it down the fucking well of doom that apparently wasn't really a well of doom. I don't understand it. Anyway, that's the only reason Luke won. It wasn't like Luke was good. Like, I'm trying to think of something that Luke did that was amazing.
He saved Han.
Yeah, blind Han saved Han.
No, blind Han took out Boba.
Yeah, with like a broom or something. I don't even fucking know. Like, he just turned around and Boba Fett's gone. Boba Fett, where? Oh, he's gone. Don't worry about it. Like, it's just shit. He's a shit Jedi. And like everybody's like, oh my God, he's a shit Jedi.
Well, no, he was the only Jedi at that point, so he was the best Jedi.
He was the best in the world.
No, he wasn't the only Jedi at that point, as we're coming to find out, because Ahsoka Tano is still alive.
Yeah, but she wasn't a Jedi.
She's
Ezra
not a Jedi.
Bridger is still alive. They are Jedi. This was look. Okay, are we going to get into the will of the Force here?
No.
No. Thank God, because I don't want to be that show. I don't really want to be that show. I'm just saying, like, she's a fucking Jedi. She's still got lightsabers. She knows how to use the Force. She would be what I would consider a gray Jedi.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know much about Ahsoka, so I don't give two shits. But
well, you're gonna find out next week.
Stay
well, you know
tuned.
What? She better be scissoring through space next week, because I'm really losing my patience with this fucking show.
I thought it was shitty writing or lazy writing or whatever you want to call it to put a fucking tracker on Din's ship. I mean, come on. I thought it was lazy fucking writing that they just buffed out, some dents in Din's ship and it was done in a couple hours.
Okay, but I don't think it's shitty writing. I think it's shitty writing because they had no choice but to do shitty writing, because we're already in episode 4 now.
Yep.
So in episode 5, there's only 3 episodes left.
4.
So 4 episodes left. They got 5, 6, 7, and 8, right? So they've got 4 episodes to speed everything along, because they took their sweet ass time this season and put filler in episodes 1 and 2 and part of 3. And even part of 4. So all of this filler is causing them to have to do shit writing so that they can catch up to Ahsoka taking out fucking Moff Gideon and then putting in the new big bad for season 3.
Who do you think that's going to be?
Do you think that she's going to take him out?
I don't care. Is that the right? That feels like the right answer. I don't care who it is at this point. I really don't. This season is so lackluster that even a halfway kind of okay episode feels so good at this point, which is what this episode was. In all reality, if they would have put this episode in last season, we would have been like, what the fuck is this? Did Dave Filoni write this?
Yeah, true.
It's just because we got such shit at the beginning for 2 episodes. And then in the 3rd episode, we finally get the season premiere. It's just, everything's now forced. Everything has to be pushed through fast. And they still have to do that doing the Adventure of the Week bullshit. It's just, for me, I don't want to ever watch this show again. Now, that said, I enjoyed the first 5 minutes of this episode probably more than I should have, because as a father of a toddler, I can relate to trying to get the toddler to understand, like, to do something in a certain order.
Yeah, that was funny. I thought you meant the Cara Dune going through and killing dudes. What the hell was that scene all about? First, does Cara Dune not carry a weapon? I mean, apparently she does. She drew it out at the last fucking second, but she went in there all arms akimbo trying to, kung fu fight everybody. 4 dudes with blasters. Yeah, the very beginning of the episode.
Wait, did you just say Kimbo Slice? Is that what you said? She went in there Kimbo Slice style?
Arms akimbo.
I don't know what that means, but I know who Kimbo Slice was.
Not the same thing. Read a book.
She was MMA, so was Kimbo
I think
Slice.
I think it was just so that she could show that, hey, I still have MMA moves. Because, she did the standard takedown, roll over the body maneuver that she does all the time.
Well, I'll tell you what. Maybe it's her understanding that cancel culture's after her, and she's going to have to go back to the UFC.
Maybe.
So she's got to showcase her moves so that she can go in as a contender.
You think that's what it is?
This is her demo reel.
I think they needed 5 minutes of filler.
I didn't watch, and that's the problem right there. They didn't need 5 minutes of fucking filler.
I know.
They had 2 full episodes of filler. There's no reason to have any more filler the rest of this season. Like, there's just literally not. And you talk about that scene like I watched it. Spoiler, I didn't watch it.
Did you really?
No, I watched the show, but I don't remember that scene because I probably had my head in my phone looking at chicks scissoring through space because it was more fun than fucking watching whatever was on TV because it was throwaway. So I don't even remember the fight. I don't know how many guys I don't care. I just don't care. And you know that I love Gina Carano. Gina Carano. Oh,
stop.
Gina Carano. No.
You're going to violate the order.
It's all right. It's all right. I'm okay. I'll violate whatever you want to do, Gina Carano.
Whoa.
Call me. If the UFC doesn't want you.
And there it is. All right.
There it is.
You're going to have a knock in a couple hours.
BGA is going to have the creepiest podcaster award.
Next week. I hope that knocks Gina
next
Carano.
month.
And she brings a friend and they scissor through my room. Oh my
God.
Which would be better than scissoring through space. It's really hard to keep a straight face doing that anymore.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah. So what do you think those dudes in black that Gideon are making are?
Dark troopers. Yep. It was in the
robot dark troopers actually.
It was in the description of the episode. So they're dark troopers. They've been in they haven't been canon for a long time. I think they're part of the Legacy series. And now they're canon once again because Disney can cherry pick what the fuck they want out of that Legacy series.
Yeah, they were in what, Jedi Outcast?
Or Legends, that's what they call it. Yeah.
Jedi Outcast or something like that. Yeah.
And was that Snoke? Was that Snoke in the clone room?
I thought those were failed Dark Trooper experiments. I thought the experiments in the base were
Snoke.
You think Snoke is a failed Dark Trooper experiment?
Look, at this point, I'm just holding out hope that they try to fucking retcon the shit out of Snoke and make him not such a fucking douche nozzle. Like, he's a throwaway character that there was no need for him. So at this point, I would like to have some sort of backstory that makes him some kind of tragic character that was a failed experiment, but because he's got the fucking blood of Baby Yoda, he rises to power to fucking take over the Empire as the First Order.
But I figure at this point all the Dark Troopers have the blood of Baby Yoda.
I don't know if they're robots or not.
I think the common thing is that they're robots because they had the description, the description text in the show said that they were deactivated and while they were being worked on, which kind of leads it to be that they're robots.
That doesn't necessarily
in the game. In the games that they came from, they were all robots. They were battle droids.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense though. So that would mean that the experiments are not directly related to the Dark Troopers like they implied.
Right. I would agree with that. If they're not organic, then there's an issue. Now, my question is why? No. I mean, I think it's spelled out in the end of the episode with Moff Gideon essentially wearing a Dark Trooper outfit.
That's what I thought, but I don't know.
Yeah, so they've got to be biological. They just want them to have some use of the Force, but they don't want them to have a true use of the Force, because a true use of the Force, then they would be easily take over, which is what Snoke did, I think. So I'm hoping that that's how this all plays out. But again, if I'm being 100% honest, I don't care. What I'm more concerned with is who will be the new first officer of Discovery, since Michael was demoted.
Yeah, nobody cares. Question:
I haven't watched the episode. Damn it, man!
Spoiler! Fuck off!
I'm watching it tonight.
How have you not watched it?
I'm watching it tonight.
It's so much better than The Mandalorian.
I got a question for you. So, are they going to be bringing back midi-chlorians?
No, they're bringing back M's.
Yeah, because he asked M count. He has a
M count.
Yeah.
M count.
Yeah.
Isn't that short for midi-chlorian count?
No.
Look,
no.
Nope.
Totally different.
You can't ask that question. Number one, Star Wars
Completely
fans
different.
They will find you and they will kill you.
Bring it.
Don't ask. Don't say the midi.
I think they're bringing back midi-chlorians.
Oh my God.
Well,
this
all
is
right,
going to
well,
be our
it was a
last
fun ride, guys.
episode.
Yep.
Thanks.
The
Next
intro and
week.
outro is snack
Next
by
week,
Matt.
tune in. James and I will start our fan fiction.
We'll talk about Discovery because it's more fun than this show.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And less
I'm on
filler.
board.
Yeah, less
I'm
filler.
on board. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Great-
are we going to go back
great
and start with
taste.
season 1, or are we
Well,
just
yeah, we
going
can
to?
go back and start with season 1 because I'll tell you what,
Might as
it's great taste and less filler. I mean, that's a throwback to a commercial.
It's not great taste. And
how do you know?
Because
You have not
I've-
watched it.
Yes, I have.
You wouldn't know.
You watched
You
one
would know. You
episode.
would know.
I watched
Yeah,
the
that doesn't
first
count.
2-part episode.
Yeah.
And
Look.
you can't make a judgment off that because
That's like-
Fuck, I can't.
Okay, the first 2 episodes is like checking your cake in the oven, poking it with a toothpick,
Jesus
going, "Oh,
fucking
no,
Christ."
not
Okay.
quite right," and putting
Wait,
it back
do you-
in the oven.
wait,
do you
wait. Are
leave
you-
it in
is-
the oven forever and ever and ever? No, you eventually you check it and you go, "Hey, this cake tastes pretty good."
Is it a chocolate cake that you're going to cut in half, put a bunch of frosting in the middle, and then smash together so you have a super double fudge round?
And
Yeah,
you
I'll
don't
do that.
taste a cake while it's still in the oven, dipshit.
I didn't say taste. I said you poke it with a toothpick and it comes out runny, which means it's not quite done.
Uh-huh. What happens when the cake is done and it still comes out tasting like ass?
Look,
Use
you
less
don't
ass
know.
next time.
You don't know unless you taste it, and you haven't tasted
Oh,
it.
I have tasted it.
No. You tasted
I
it.
have.
You tried to taste it before it was
You know
ready.
what? I can
Stop,
taste the
stop.
batter of a cake and tell you if it's going to
Yeah,
taste like
if
ass or
it's
not.
That he's got a point, Rob. Like,
Wait,
stop
wait,
with
wait,
your
wait,
analogy.
whoa,
You're
wait,
losing.
wait. Let's stop right here, though.
Yeah, because you're
What
losing.
do you know? No. How do you know what ass tastes like? Let's talk about that.
That's a metaphor for something that tastes bad, Rob. I don't actually have to taste an actual ass to
No,
kind of make
I think
that
you
comparison.
have. I think you have.
While you two fight about something stupid, I'm just going to look at this fantastic picture that
You're
Rob was
welcome.
so kind enough to put in questionable choices. Merry Christmas to me.
Yeah.
She's got a cape.
Well,
She can have whatever she wants. I as we were watching
Crowley,
the episode,
James was confused on whether or not he wanted Santa, a swimsuit, or a superhero. So she said, "Fuck it, best of all 3."
right? And I am all for that. I'm very thankful for that. As we were watching the show, once the fight scene got over and I stopped looking at scissor me porn, I looked up. I looked at my wife and I said, "Yeah, I'd let her beat the shit out of me any day." Like twice on Sundays. Like I was like, she's super hot. My wife just kind of looked at me like, "Are you serious?" Yeah, 100%. Gina Carano can kick the shit out of me any day. I will 100% let her do whatever the fuck she wants. I am on record now saying that on a podcast. Gina Carano, call me, baby. Call me. Yeah.
Good to know. So, Bluegill, were they just going to let that motherfucker die?
I hope that they would. He's a useless character. My first question was, like, normally
He
I
did
skip,
absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I skip
that
the intro.
any of the others could do.
Right? That's usually what I do. Skip intro comes on. I click the button and I skip the intro. But the very first thing that I saw was like the first scene of the first season of the first episode of the Mando with that blue dude. And I'm like, why the fuck are they going back that far? And then, 8 minutes later, I'm like, oh, well, this is stupid. Like that's literally like those were that is a direct quote. The same voice, same intonations, like, oh. He's just such a throwaway character. Why bring him back? They made him even more annoying than he was in the first episode. It didn't do anything to move the story forward. And all it did was it served to piss me off more about this show. I mean, it really did. I am so over the Mandalorian at this point. I don't know if there's any, now I say this, and the rumor is that there's supposed to be a giant battle between Moff Gideon and Ahsoka that's supposed to put all of the other duels to shame in Star Wars land.
I'll believe that when I see it.
Right. If that's the case, if that happens, that I'll be honest, that can cover a lot of sins. That can make up for a lot of different things. If it is the greatest duel in the history of duels, my love of Star Wars and The Mandalorian and all things Ahsoka Tano scissoring through space with Cara Dune will be back.
Okay. I'm going to make a prediction here, and I'm going to say you're not going to like that duel because, first of all, it's going to be in a Filoni episode. So that's automatically going to cloud your judgment there. I think if it is the, most perfect duel ever in Star Wars, you would still hate it just because it's going to be in a Filoni episode. But besides I don't have high hopes for a duel between Ahsoka Tano and Gideon being that good.
Yeah, how can he hold his own against an actual Jedi to make it worthwhile?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we've seen.
What if he took some of the blood of Baby Yoda and now he's got midi-chlorians coming out his ass?
Well, then he put the midi-chlorians in the wrong spot, but
maybe that's how you do it. You don't know. Are you a midi-chlorian expert?
No.
Maybe they go in rectally.
No, I'm not. You're right.
Okay. So don't just start speaking out your ass. I'm just saying. If they go in his ass and he's got midi-chlorians coming out his ass because he's got so many midi-chlorians now. I mean, that was the whole thing with Anakin, right? Was he's got more midi-chlorians than Yoda. Oh my God. So if Yoda's species has like this high midi-chlorian count naturally, which obviously something taught this kid how to fucking float space macaroons to his mouth hole. I mean, if he injected some of that blood into himself, maybe he's got the Force and maybe he can use it a little bit. I don't know, but you're right. I mean, if it is a good fight and he's not using the Force and he's just kind of holding his own for no reason, then yeah, I'll be like, well, what the fuck, Filoni?
Well, it'd be like Rey in the Force Awakens fighting Kylo.
Well, okay, but I'll say this. Because he's part of the Empire, right? And he seems to have been part of some sort of R&D tech, like branch of the Empire. Is it possible then that he has access? And again, it's so convoluted. Like that's the shit that pisses me off. But is it possible that he had access to some of the Inquisitor's training?
Maybe. I mean, he may have some special training. He may have some special enhancements or augmentations that could possibly put him on the same kind of level playing ground as a Jedi. Possibly. I mean, we don't know that at this point, though. And I think that's kind of weird storytelling to.
Well, welcome to Star Wars. What if Ahsoka's blind and one arm tied behind her back?
Maybe. But I mean, the Force. We had a Force sensitive guy who was blind in the
Rebels.
Not Rebels.
Rebels. Yeah, but you're talking about Rogue One.
Yeah, Rogue One.
Yeah, no, you're right. But I mean, he eventually died too. I think I figured it out. So what's going to happen is because Gideon is tracking Din's ship, right?
Okay.
Din's going to find Ahsoka. It's going to be Ahsoka and Sabine, right? Because they've been scissoring through space. And at night, when he thinks everyone's asleep, he is going to ambush Ahsoka and Sabine and Din, not knowing that Sabine and Ahsoka are in the middle of some sort of weird bondage play as they scissor. And so
are they doing this on the Razor Crest?
Yeah, while Din watches. And Ahsoka is tied up like she's bound.
And
this
the baby.
This is not a platform for your fanfic.
No, and the baby, because wherever Din goes, the baby goes.
Well, the baby's asleep. The kid's got to sleep.
No, they'll find a babysitter.
Yeah.
They always find a babysitter at the beginning of the episode.
That's how you know this is fiction. Because they can always find a babysitter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a joke, guy. You know what? Never mind.
No, my question is, were they just going to let the bluegill dude die? Because they told him to wait in the speeder at first, and then they told him to come open the door, and then the door opens halfway whenever he was trying to get the panel off. And then they said, come with us. And he goes, no, I'm just going to wait in the speeder. They said, okay, well, when the lava tide comes up, good luck to you. So originally they were just going to let him wait in the speeder and die when the lava tide came in.
Apparently.
Or maybe they knew that they were going to have him, slice the door open.
They didn't know at that point.
Well, maybe they did, and they just weren't telling him. I don't know. Maybe they're both.
Yeah, it's just inconsistent fucking storytelling like that annoys the piss out of me.
Maybe they're racist.
They might be. I mean, they are dicks.
Yeah, but I like Cara Dune.
I understand you like Cara Dune. She's still kind of a dick.
I'm kind of a dick too. So
you identified your own.
What is it? Well, yeah, from a very young age. Thank you.
No, it's things like that, and the two Imperial officers who were trying to conceal the information. Whenever Din and company come around the corner, I mean, they can't hit a fucking thing until the Imperial officers get done shooting and trying to hide whatever they're trying to hide. And then suddenly everybody becomes a fucking marksman.
Yep. Well, yeah. It's
when you're attacking a console, a force field goes around you.
I don't think that's accurate. Haven't we said before that this show is suffering from Lucas level shit writing?
Yeah. I think one of us at least has said that.
I think I've said that at least once, maybe twice.
Today.
This second season. Yeah, today. This season is suffering from Lucas level shit writing. It just is. George Lucas couldn't write his way out of a wet paper bag, and apparently neither can anybody else. And you know what? Maybe we just take a mulligan on this season and we go, all right, COVID, ruin something else. I don't know what to do at this point. Like it has flashes of being funny. It has flashes of being great, but it is a far cry from what it was last season.
Well, maybe they just haven't been able to capture lightning in a bottle twice.
But I don't know how. You have so much great lore. Like the story in and of itself isn't bad, right?
What little bits we get of it.
That's the problem. So it's not that they suffer from a lack of story. It's not that they suffer from a lack of content to pull from. It's that they give us so much ancillary bullshit, even in an episode where it actually progresses the story along. It's still so much bullshit and adventure of the week that it's just not worth watching. I mean, it's just not. I don't care anymore. I really don't. I am not invested in this story at all anymore. I don't care. At this point, Baby Yoda could be the fucking love child between Yoda and a gremlin, and I could give a fuck. It's just stupid. It's just so they use him in a cutesy way, and they do it half-assed most of the time. This was probably the first episode this season that I think they used Baby Yoda right. When they used him at the beginning, where he's trying to do something, and the interaction between Mando and Baby Yoda, I thought that was great. I thought that was fantastic. I thought, wow, they got it right.
It was like trying to explain IT to Rob.
Exactly, and he is IT, and so they got that right, and it was funny, and it was on the mark, and it was everything that you kind of want between Mando and Baby Yoda. And then all of a sudden it's we got a babysitter for Baby Yoda because we gotta go get the ghost out of the fucking mansion. And then at the end they pull it off and it's actually Chubbs, and he's like, oh, I would have gotten away with it, do it for you meddling kids. And you're like, wait, what? That would have been a better episode than what we got. It's just bullshit. I'm just so tired of it. At least Discovery's good.
Well, 3 more episodes and you can hang your hat.
4.
Oh, no, just skip the finale.
I might. Look, I'd like to skip the rest of the season if I'm being 100% honest. I just don't want to be. I enjoy talking about it with you two because I can rant and I can rave, and everybody at home can be like, James is an idiot. And that's fine. You can disagree with me. You can like the series. You're allowed to like what you like. You like
no. We agree
like
with you.
Shit sandwich. No, I know you two do.
Yeah, we agree with you. James is an idiot.
You walked into that one.
Look, Fudge Round's got to get one every once in a while, right? So, I mean, it's whatever. Like what you like. If you like this shit, then like this shit. I personally don't. I think Baby Yoda is great. I still buy the Baby Yoda merch when I can. I just bought a big, giant, fluffy Baby Yoda that my kid absolutely loves. She just loves it. So, whatever.
Is that the one you put the hat on?
Yeah, that is the one I put the hat on. It's literally the softest toy I've ever had. Like, it's
I don't want to know how you know that.
Yeah, right. It's like memory foam or something on the inside. I don't fucking know.
Show.
Yeah, it's just so I like the Baby Yoda stuff, and I like Star Wars in concept, but the last 20 years execution has been more hit or miss than a fucking stormtrooper in a battle. Like, I
really think they need to step back and reassess where they're taking Star Wars, but I don't think that's going to happen.
To the bank, Jason. They're taking Star Wars.
No, I know that's where they're taking it now, but I mean, that's, I think, to the detriment of the Star Wars franchise. I know they're trying to capitalize on it as much as possible. They're trying to squeeze as much fucking money and merchandise out of it as fucking possible.
Right now,
I get that.
It's the only thing, that and Marvel is the only thing keeping Disney afloat right now.
And you're not wrong, but my question is it? Is it actually to the detriment of Star Wars? Because I'm in the minority.
I think eventually it will be.
I don't think that it will.
I think you're going to have hardcore fans that will always consume anything Star Wars ever, but I don't think that hardcore fan base is big enough to sustain you in the long run.
I think you're wrong, and I'll tell you why I think you're wrong. Because Disney made an entire hotel experience based solely on Star Wars.
No, I know. It's in Galaxy's Edge, and I kind of want to do it, but
I'll go too. I'm not saying I'm not going to go. What I'm saying is that they know that we'll still buy the bullshit. Like guys like you and me that get fucking tired of, they get Star Wars fatigue, right? And we start becoming super critical of what they do because it's just not good. We're the ones that will spend the money, and it's not a cheap experience. I will go and I will do the experience.
Okay, I'll do the experience once, yes. But all of the other merchandise, all of the other media that they put out, I'm not consuming that. I mean, the Mandalorian I get for free because I've already subscribed to Disney Plus for 3 years. I'm not subscribing to Disney Plus just to watch The Mandalorian after this season. If I was not already a Disney Plus subscriber and I had subscribed to Disney Plus for however long so that I could watch The Mandalorian season 2, I would either cancel my subscription and not continue watching The Mandalorian season 2, or if my subscription was up after The Mandalorian, I might keep watching The Mandalorian all the way through. I mean, the only reason I'm watching The Mandalorian all the way through is for the show at this point.
Yeah, not me too. The only reason is for this show.
But otherwise, I would have dropped it already. And I'm not consuming any of the other stuff just because I've been burnt so much in the recent past.
So let's drop in and start watching Discovery.
No.
I am 100% in on this.
No.
Man. You know, one day he's going to have a weak moment and he's going to start watching and he's going to go, damn, Robin, James were right.
Yeah, one day I might try crystal meth too. So my final question.
Have fun.
Yeah, I'm all for it. I think you should do that as well.
Yeah.
You might be a little more fun.
Yeah, maybe.
Wait, are you going to home grow it yourself first?
Yeah.
You don't grow crystal meth, you dumb shit. It doesn't grow.
Anyways, final question. Do you think Kara has the plague now that she's been intimate with a prairie dog?
No.
What?
Oh, you didn't watch the rest of the fight scene. So she saved a prairie dog from the...
And then the prairie dog had its way with her. They scissored in the underground.
I don't think that's accurate. I think that's still illegal on several planets.
Not on Navarro.
Well, it is backwoods, so I mean, I don't know. Is it the Mississippi? A fucking Star Wars?
Georgia.
Anyways, Rob, you got a haiku for us this week?
I do. This one is titled Peter Parker. Screw chicken nuggies. Give me some blue cookies now. I don't feel so good.
Okay.
You know, that the scene with the cookies and the scene at the beginning were pretty good. Sans macaroons, right? I'll tell everybody this. Baby Yoda is my daughter. Like, we asked my daughter, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And her answer was Baby Yoda. She already is Baby Yoda because she has the same mannerisms as Baby Yoda. She answers the same way Baby Yoda answers. And she likes cookies to the point of, you know, if she does anything after eating a cookies, she'll throw up. Like she,
well, I think I would throw up too if I had been in a Razor Crest doing those kinds of maneuvers after eating a bag of macaroons.
When we were at Disney World a year ago before the Rona, like we took her on the Barnstormer. Is that what it's called? The one, like there's a roller coaster that like little kids can go on. And we took her on it thinking she was going to hate it. She's not going to, you know, she's going to get scared. No, she throws her arms up in the fucking air like, ah! Like Baby Yoda on the goddamn Razor Crest. And then every time I ask her to do something, she goes, huh? 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 I'm like, holy shit, you are fucking Baby Yoda.
You know, I'm just glad that they promoted safety first.
Yeah, they did have them buckled in.
Yeah.
Wearing airline seatbelts, yeah.
I think it's stupid that a Razor Crest is able to outmaneuver TIE fighters, but I mean, that's just me.
You don't know the capabilities of the Razor Crest.
Yeah. You don't know the physics in Star Wars.
Obviously.
I mean,
right. Like, how do they get the fucking lightsaber to stay in its shape?
Science.
What science?
Magnets.
Science.
Magnets. Okay.
M counts.
M count. Well, that makes,
counts.
you know what? Makes sense to me. All hail George Lucas for midi-chlorians. Fucking idiots. I'm so done with this show.
All right, Rob, what's the Mando kill count up this week?
All right. I would have you know.
Yourself?
Yeah, did you count yourself?
I will have you know, I counted each one by myself.
So,
but did you go back and count all the previous episods? Or are we still relying on faulty information?
Somebody else was supposed to do that for me.
Yeah, yourself and you.
Okay, yes. I went back and I counted them all. They're all accurate. You don't fucking know. Somebody else is gonna have to spot and fact
I don't
check
believe
me.
you.
All right, so this
you know
is
what?
Like the Barry Bonds.
You go back and you spot check me.
It's the Barry Bonds. It's the Barry Bonds theory. You just put an asterisk.
We're asterisking asterisk. I can't even fucking say that.
One more
we're
time.
putting an asterisk on this.
There you go. Thank you.
There it is. All right. So this episode, chapter 12, the Mandalorian got 18 kills.
Damn. That's
Yeah.
more than I thought he did.
That's a high kill count.
He did pretty well for himself this time.
Now, did you spot check your count against somebody else who's done it too to make sure that you guys had the same count this time?
No, you guys threw shade my way, so I just started doing it myself. So fuck if I'm wrong.
Look at you using fucking hip words that kids use.
Throwing shade.
Yeah,
how old is that?
Kill count.
Couple years, I think. I don't think kids still use that.
No, they don't. Hey, somebody did put a kill count in for chapter 12.
And
I'd have to watch the video. Give me 1 minute and 59 seconds. Okay?
No,
we're good.
Don't care.
Okay, hold on. I'll skip forward.
There you go. We'll just assume you're wrong.
Yeah, that's what I always do. So
Yeah, it's a safe assumption.
So this guy says 16.
There you go. I trust that guy more than you, and I don't even know that guy.
Yeah, where's the disparity there?
Well, okay, and then in the comments it says you missed so many kills. Sad
So
face.
many? So apparently 16 is way too low, and you're only
So
two
there
above
were-
that.
Okay,
so
so
it's
there
18?
were a couple. There were a couple of kills
Yeah.
inside the Fortress of Solitude, or whatever it is, the Mystery Mansion. I don't know. That could have been from any of them, but the way it was cut, it looked like Mando shot. They killed. You know, lasers were going back and forth. So I gave it to the Mando. And I certainly didn't give it to Bluegill guy because fuck all. He like hid the entire time. And then at the end,
but
you know,
Bluegill guy got at least one kill.
yeah, he got one kill by randomly shooting over the barricade.
That's a kill.
A no look shot.
Works.
That's more than you'd ever get.
Yeah, because I look at what I aim at.
and he can't,
And I
he
strike.
can't hit anything.
And I strike
Right. Like you're not
true.
helping. You're not helping your case here. I said that's more than you'd ever get, and you said yeah, because I'd look. Like sometimes I feel like you don't listen to what I say, and you just kind of try to answer.
Honestly,
in a
I
comedic
don't.
Way.
No,
Right.
honestly, I don't listen to what you
Right.
say because you. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Is it time
it's
for
like it's like peanuts.
Is it time for a
All
fudge
right.
round?
You're like a.
Is it time
peanuts-
for a fudge round, Rob? You might want to take a look at your.
No, he's up to moon pies now.
Oh, is
Dude,
your
I
blood
had
sugar dipping?
I had a
You
mini
might be
moon
time.
pie the other day.
Oh,
Actually,
Jesus.
even this morning.
Those are gross.
Pie.
Yeah, they are. The
Yeah.
cake part is nasty
Yeah.
and dry, and
Ugh.
the marshmallow.
It's not a
sucks,
cake. It's a
and
cookie.
It's not.
It doesn't
a
matter,
cookie.
it's gross.
It's a cake-like cookie, and it's gross and dry and
Yeah.
nasty. Blah.
I've never liked those. Like I know my brother and my mom loved those growing up. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You're supposed to
I
take
hate
it
it.
out of the package before you eat it, Rob. All right, so next week we're going to be discussing Chapter 13 of The Mandalorian. I'm going to predict it's going to be called The Jedi, but
That's a great prediction since it's already out.
Yeah,
is it?
yeah.
Yeah, they've already said it's called the Jedi.
Oh,
Good
no
job.
shit, because
Yeah.
IMDb doesn't have that information. So
You are a genius.
fuck both of y'all. Kiss my ass.
Do you do any research for this show?
I do a fuck ton more research than either of you two. Probably more than both of you put together.
We're supposed to do
subject to
research
debate.
for this show?
Yeah. See, it's
I mean, Rob doesn't do any research, period.
Oh, I know. He doesn't even read the articles.
No, just the headline.
He just looks at the
While he's
pictures.
taking a
Unless
shit.
there's
Yeah.
pictures, it doesn't count.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's got it for this week. Our intro and outro music is Welcome Home by Cambo. Podcrawl music is Snack Mix by Machette. If you like the show, please rate and review us on iTunes. You can leave us feedback on our Discord channel at smokinganddrinkinginspace.com/Discord, on Twitter at @status_podcast, or you can email us at smokinganddrinkinginspace@outlook.com. If you'd like to throw a few nickels our way, you can become a Patreon supporter by going to smokinganddrinkinginspace.com/Patreon, and make sure to visit Creative Brain Candy for more great shows and other creative works at creativebraincandy.com. For this week, I'm Jason.
I was looking to see if that red alien mechanic had a robot arm. See if they were part of squadrons. That would have been fun. Okay, I'm done now.
Yeah, thank God.
We'll talk to you next week.
Same with Whoppers. Like Whoppers
takes
is
too
a
long.
shit can. Whoppers is a shit candy. It is right there with like fucking candy corn. It's just shit.
Yeah, it's way too sweet. And it sticks to your teeth.
Yeah, it's just
It
yeah.
gets everywhere.
It's irritating.
course.
Yeah.
The only candy that I like that sticks to your teeth like that's Butterfinger. I think Butterfinger's pretty good.
I hate the new
Yeah.
recipe that they did. That can
I
go.
haven't had a Butterfinger in probably 10 years.
They
so.
changed it.
Okay.
Well, I had some at Halloween and it didn't taste that dissimilar or different.
The only
No.
The only candy we really eat, like if we do eat candy, is fucking peanut butter cups, because they are hands down the champion of candy.
I used to love peanut butter cups, but they seem too sweet to me now.
Well, it's just because you're old and you don't need a little pick me up like fudge round.
That's true. That's true.